Hi, I'm Nicola, and this is Angus.
Oh, hi everyone.
We're here today at one of my favourite getaway locations in South Australia. Buried deep on the south side of Adelaide and only an hour from the city is Deep Creek Conservation Park, which serves as both a wildlife park and campsite for all you nature enthusiasts. The current site for Deep Creek was established in 1971 and has been maintained by National Parks South Australia. The park is over 45 kilometres squared in size and will take over an hour to drive from one side of the park to the other. Deep Creek Conservation Park is the largest remaining block of wildlife on the south border of Adelaide and is home to an array of native wildlife. Look out for the western grey kangaroos, dairy cows, or some of the 100 bird species that can easily be heard or spotted when walking in the park. Now follow me to learn more about how to utilise this site to the max and make the most of your time here at Deep Creek Conservation Park. This conservation park is widely regarded for having a unique and wide variety of camping grounds, driving tracks and hiking trails with views of oceans, forests and Kangaroo Island. Stay tuned to hear more about the hiking trails this location has to offer as we focus more on that later in the program. Now the outdoors may put a lot of people off with all the dirt and the bugs that fly around, but there are some amazing things to experience with camping. Let me show you. Angus, come here. So we've made it to one of the 5 authentic and original campsites here at the Conservation Park, and let me tell you, it's absolutely incredible. The smells and views I'm getting here at the grounds are refreshing and beautiful like nothing I've ever smelt or seen before while living in the suburbs. Now the first thing you're going to do when you arrive to your campsite is set up where you're going to sleep. A tent would probably be handy. What do you think, Angus?
Yeah, unless you've got a condo in the back of that car. Wait up, I need to learn this stuff.
Now the first thing you need to do is lay out all the pieces of your tent, which may only be a few pieces depending on the size of your tent. Ours, being a basic 2-man tent, only requires 2 unfoldable pieces of pipe and a sheet that goes around it.
And this doesn't take long, does it?
That all depends on how quickly you want to set it up.
Well, I don't want to be setting up all day. Let's get going, shall we? Ow, that hurt.
Well, there you have it, folks. Your tent is up and ready for action.
That's what she said. Oh, come on, that was funny.
Coming up next on Pitched.
Join me as I explore the beauty of stringy bark forest.
Grab your paddle as we go upstream at Patualunga River.
Let's go shopping with Angus at Paddy Palin.
Get your engines ready as we enjoy an adrenaline drive through Jacob Farm.
Today we're going to check out the Forest Circuit, which is one of the easy trails here at Deep Creek Conservation Park. It's located close to Stringy Bark Campsite for easy access. To enter the park, you have to buy a permit on their website. $10 for one vehicle. Keep in mind there's no phone service, so buy it before leaving the house. The trail is about 2.6 kilometres, which estimates to be roughly an hour's worth of time to complete it in. But do take the time to sit back and enjoy what nature has to offer you. But also stick to the trails because it is easy to get lost. The Forest Circuit is full of beautiful scenery, including these stringy bark trees which I'm standing next to. The park has a range of hiking trails to offer walkers and hikers. Each trail has its own difficulty. Easy for a relaxing stroll and at own leisure, medium for people who want adventure, and difficult for people that want a challenge. There's also another trail near this one called the Stringy Bark Loop, which has a lot of these trees.
People should come here to Deep Creek with their families or friends to check out the hiking trails because they have a lot to offer. It has breathtaking scenery that makes you feel like you're a part of nature. I like to go in the early morning, even the afternoon is great. This hiking trail is just amazing. I sometimes come up here with my boyfriend, but he doesn't like to leave his TV or computer, so it's difficult to come up here. But in my opinion, I think everyone should try and do this at least once.
I had so much fun checking out the forest circuit at Deep Creek Conservation Park. Next program, I'll be showing you around the waterfall hike at Belair National Park. I'm off to meet Angus now for a giant glass of water back at the campsite. See you guys next week.
Coming up next on Pitched. Grab your paddle as we go upstream at Patawalunga River.
Let's go shopping with Angus at Paddy Palin.
Get your engines ready as we enjoy an adrenaline drive through Jacob Farm.
Welcome to Glenelg, home to Adelaide's favourite beach and is one of the most popular tourist destinations due to its exciting atmosphere. But Glenelg is more than just a beautiful place, it offers so much more. Today I'm here at Patawalunga River, located only a few minutes away from Glenelg's ever popular beach. This is where Angus and I are going to be grabbing our kayaks to travel upstream.
Yes, I'm very excited about this. I hope I get to see a shark.
I don't think we're going to see any sharks, but we might see some fish, maybe even a duck or two.
These are the kayaks that we're going to be using today. Now, these are recreational sit-on-top kayaks, which are great for the perfect paddle on the water. There's also the racing and white water kayaks, which are perfect for the adrenaline junkie who loves to seek thrills. Not really my cup of tea. And many more as well. But today, we're just going to be using the sit-on-tops. You can pick up one of these from your local camping store for about $300 or more. Oh, and don't forget to bring your paddle. It comes in very handy when out in the water.
Now, water safety is always important. Be sure to purchase a life jacket when purchasing your kayak. Assure is wearing the right clothing. A lightweight shirt, some comfy pants and some comfy shoes are the perfect attire for kayaking.
You mean like this?
That's perfect!
Very nice.
Alright, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Let's go!
Interesting thing about kayaks, they've actually been around a lot longer than many people may think. They were actually used first and foremost by the native Inuit people, or the Eskimos for those of you who don't know, around 4,000 years ago, and all kayaks originate from the Arctic regions of the world. Because of their light frame and body, they were perfect for reaching those tricky little inland spots, and also really good for sneaking up on potential prey while hunting.
Yes, that is true. Kayaks were initially created out of natural materials such as big pieces of driftwood or the backbone of a whale. The body of the kayak was then wrapped in seal skin and coated in whale fat to protect the kayak from any leaks. These days kayaks are made out of a polystyrene plastic, a much lighter material that glides across the water better.
Whale fat. Sounds good for steaks.
Oh, what smells? So there you have it, guys.
And girls.
With the right equipment and a go attitude, you too can enjoy the beauty of kayaking.
Coming up next on Pitched.
Let's go shopping with Angus at Paddy Palin.
Get your engines ready as we enjoy an adrenaline drive through Jacob Farm.
I'm out the front of Paddy Palin, and I'm going to be going in there and asking them what they can offer us in regards to having the best adventure possible. Let's go, shall we? Hi, I'm Angus. Are you David?
Yes, pleased to meet you, Angus.
Nice to meet you too, David. What exactly is Paddy Palin?
We're a specialist outdoor rock climbing and bushwalking and travel adventure store. So we cater for all the adventurers in the outdoors.
Great, great. And have you been on any exciting adventures yourself?
I do a lot of offshore sailing, racing, sailed to Melbourne, sailed to Port Lincoln in races back in February.
Oh, great. Well, I'm actually going kayaking a bit later on. I was wondering if you have any tips or pointers for kayaking.
Yeah, the main thing is to keep your clothing and all your equipment dry. So a good set of dry bags and also a good set of clothing like thermals in case you fall in the water.
Yeah, great. Yep. Awesome, great. So he's given me a really good few helpful tips. I'm going to go have a bit of a look. I'll be right back.
Thanks, Angus.
This tent's pretty cozy. I think with these new items, I'm off to have a great kayaking adventure. I'll see you soon. Where exactly are we again, Nicola?
We're here at Jacob Farm.
Right. And what exactly are we doing here?
Well, I've booked us in for a thrilling adventure in four-wheel driving. A really exciting activity that we can do here at Jacob Farm, a location with plenty of driving tracks to drive on.
Well, I am psyched. Let's get started. Sure is nice out here today.
It is beautiful. The hills are all laced with driveway tracks. Some are a bit muddy, which makes it all the more interesting. And also, if four-wheel driving exhausts you, you can camp here overnight.
And what kind of vehicle are we going to be using today?
We'll be using this vehicle here, a Toyota. Let's get started, shall we?
All right then. So Nicola, what kind of tracks do we have around here?
Okay, so at Jacob Farm we have our beginner tracks, which include this one and down there. As you progress through Jacob Farm, they get more intermediate and advanced. There's even one that you can go into a creek.
So what kind of car would you recommend to take on these kinds of tracks?
For tracks like these, it's really important to have four-wheel driven cars, as each of the wheels are turning, which adds more traction for the actual track.
What are some of the safety precautions you might take when wanting to go out onto the tracks?
Yep, so it's really important just to take it slow and to seek help if necessary. Jacob Farm is always ready to help you. Thanks for joining us on this fun adventure. We hope you can join us on another one.
Be sure to visit these great locations as they really are good fun, even for a newcomer like me.
We hope you've learned something today and remember to camp safely.
Until next time, on Pitched.